Hello everybody. I hope you guys don't mind a more laid back video today. I just really felt like doing this. Today I'm going to be doing something a little off topic, and I'm going to discuss something that has been discussed by many, and I mean many people. It's those, quote, real story animations. If you don't know what these are, let me give you the quick rundown. These are, quote, real stories given by teenagers and supposed to be targeted towards teenagers, aka around my generation. Problem is, these stories are so ridiculously fake that it honestly baffles me how anyone possibly in the human race could fall for them. And today is a really good example. This video is called I Have X-Ray Vision. Sure you do. Anyway, I'm gonna pull a Mystery Science Theater 3000 on this video, and so let's do it.
I have X-ray vision. Pretty crazy, right? Some of you probably won't believe me, but trust me, it's true.
Oh, okay, dude. I'll trust you. You know, despite how completely unbelievable that is, despite the fact that there is no source of anything like this happening anywhere, and despite the fact that, as we'll go on, the story has many plot holes. Yeah, sure, I'll believe you.
Story of how I grew up with X-ray vision. Make sure you stay tuned till the end of the video to hear how I ended up becoming famous as a result.
Famous? If he's so famous, how come this is the first time I've heard of him?
When I was born, I was a normal baby. I didn't have X-ray vision at that time because something hadn't happened to me yet.
Yeah, it turned out I was an alien from a destroyed planet called Krypton, which blew up when I was a baby and I was sent to Earth. And I not only have X-ray vision, but I also have super strength, laser vision, and super speed, and all that other stuff. It's amazing how a superhero comic can actually be more realistic than this story.
I was 13 years old. My dad worked at a nuclear power plant and I was visiting him at work. He showed me around the place. He showed me all the cool buttons and dials that he had to control. And he also showed me a secret facility where they were storing this sort of chemical. The thing was, they had no idea what kind of chemical it was. Some of the scientists there suspected it was a new element. My dad shouldn't have brought me there. It was top secret, but I guess he wanted to impress his 13-year-old son.
Please, no, I cannot be fired. I'm fired.
My dad. I was stepping closer to the huge pot of the strange chemical. It was bubbling and was a weird reddish color. The pot rested below us and we were looking at it from a balcony. I peered closer, but then I tripped.
Oh no! If only there was some kind of bar in front of it that prevented stuff like this from happening.
Straight towards the chemical tub. My dad was screaming, and then the last thing I remember is falling into the chemical liquid. And I remember it was really warm.
I have absolutely no idea how I was able to remember that, considering I just previously said the last thing I remember was falling into the liquid. But okay.
Drop. I could see through things, like actually through them.
It is at this moment where the last bit of people who were even mildly interested in his story left.
And in the room next to us, there are two parents and a child, and the child is wearing a pink hat, I said. The doctors and my dad went to the next room to check. And sure enough, there was the child with the pink hat and her two parents.
So the child is in the hospital. She is likely going to be in a lot of pain for whatever reason she's in the hospital. This seems like a perfectly good time for everyone involved to be smiling, right?
Son. He must have developed these powers after falling in that chemical pot, said one of the doctors.
So now even more people know about that top secret chemical you weren't supposed to show anybody. Can you guess what happens next?
Please, no, I cannot be fired. I'm fired.
Holding her tight, but when I opened my eyes to look at her, a sharp pain crossed my eyes. I winced and my mom immediately noticed. What's wrong? She asked in concern. It's just, I groaned, sometimes the X-ray vision hurts. Well, after she heard that, she instantly said we needed to hire someone to help me control my powers.
Yeah, let's hire somebody to deal with a situation that has never happened before.
At the same time of this, the government obviously heard, and they came to the hospital to run tests on me of their own. My mom was scared they would take me away, but I guess they didn't see me as much of a threat.
Insert conspiracy theory joke
We're
here.
fine. Finally, around a year after my accident, I was able to go to school again. In that span of a year, I had become somewhat famous. Everyone had heard of the boy with X-ray vision, and
Everyone except me, apparently.
meanwhile, it was hard for me to make friends. Sure, everyone wanted to be my friend, but not a true friend. I couldn't tell whether people were being nice to me just because of my fame and powers, or because they actually wanted to be friends.
Darn, if only I had a mask and became a superhero and kept my secret identity safe. Man, I should have read more superhero
Never
comics.
believed me. And then I had a bully. His name was Marco, and he also liked to pick on me. I didn't want to fight him, but apparently he liked to fight me.
Now you have a bully character. Well, we can mark that off the generic superhero story
Like
list.
this at school. Then something happened that changed my path in life. Things started to go missing around the school. First, it was just small things like a pencil case or a water bottle, or sometimes even a shoe. Then, laptops started to get stolen. Then phones, and then even a whole desktop computer from the lab. We had a thief at our school. Some of my friends said I should use my powers to try and find the culprit.
We just introduced a bully character who is pretty much hating him for no reason. I wonder who the thief is gonna be. Also, yeah, you're definitely having trouble making friends.
Try and find the culprit. I supposed it was worth a shot, so one night after school, I sneaked into one of the classrooms. I guessed that the thief was probably stealing at night since no one was there. I sat in the...
Do. Hey, I found the thief. Here he is. No. I'm the kid with X-ray vision looking for the thief. How hard did you hit your head?
for at least an hour. Then I saw a dark figure move in the computer lab to my right. Then they moved behind a desk, and I adjusted my X-ray vision to see through that too. They were stealing another computer. I had caught the thief and ran out and went down the stairs. I looked through the ceiling and could see the thief's feet as they followed me.
So, at first, he was below him, and now he's above him. That means this guy has teleportation. How come he isn't famous too?
I used my X-ray vision to look through the mask, and that was when I discovered the thief was none other than Marco. The thief was my bully.
Oh my goodness! That is the most shocking plot twist I've ever seen in my whole life.
That was a long time ago. I'm now working at an airport security, using my powers to spot if anyone is bringing anything or carrying anything that they shouldn't have. Every now and then I'll get a call from the government saying they have a secret mission for me. It usually involves spying on enemies and reporting back with all the secrets I've discovered.
Well, that's definitely cool, except that those are secret and you just revealed them to us.
Please, no, I cannot be fired. I'm fired. Ah!
Isn't this just so relatable to my generation? So yeah, that was the video. It was stupid. It was fake. Nothing else really needs to be said. Now if you excuse me, I'm going to go read superhero comic books because those are way more realistic.